Hey guys, Sal here, and welcome back to some more Tales of Berseria. Let's get started by doing the expedition.
Take a look at this.
Lost all but one.
Defeat.
Unyielding. Oh, dang. Thanks, Eleanor. You got us to have one more win.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Treasure discovered. Empyrean tablet. Artifact unearthed from the Norman Archipelago, whichever it is. The tablet is inscribed with 5 crests and is thought to belong to a temple. Fortune-telling trickery. New skill learned.
Scout ship setting.
Now... treasures. Let's see. The next one we got was this.
This design. Could it really be?
Work of a stained glass art obtained on Choconito Island, also known as Island 3 Seasons. Glass emits a subtle, soothing light. Nyata! What is that? The name of these 3 cat creatures? No, it's what this type of stained glass is called. The rich variety of colors and subtle techniques used to craft this are lost now. It's incredibly valuable. So we can sell it for a fortune. No, we can't sell this. Wait a minute. You said I could keep anything we find. This is not just anything. It's a work of art, a cultural artifact. Culture? Aren't you supposed to be a pirate? That's right, I'm a pirate, not a merchant. That's why I can't sell it. As simple as that. Oh, father, no, forget it. I give up.
Oh, that's a fine piece.
Painting salvaged from a wreck drifting on the Azores Sea, the landscape depicts a tower of a birth and a castle in the sky, the pair of symbolic unity between heaven and earth. Was that Aincrad? It's a nice painting, I guess, but what is that thing doing up in the sky? Bokoro is sailing into a storm when you try to criticize a masterpiece like this. What we have here is likely an example of early Belformanism, and a movement which sought to combine religious beliefs with hyper-surrealistic techniques. That matters isn't what it depicts. What matters isn't what it depicted on the canvas itself, but rather how it stirs the hearts of the viewer. Yeah, but doesn't it bother you? I mean, how could something that huge float in the air like that? Listen, you can't let your vision be clouded by nitty-picky details. Open up your heart to wonder and beauty. It is open, and it's wondering what the heck is going on in that painting. I can give you but one answer. The painting should be that way, so it was painted that way. The artist painted what needed to be painted. Their very soul demanded it. That sky didn't need a bird or a sun or an angel or a rat pig. It needed this. There's your answer. It's the very essence of art. Alright. How can I win against passion like that? And a new one.
That crest.
An artifact unearthed from the Norman Archipelago. Damn it. The tablet is inscribed with 5 crests and is thought to have belonged to a temple. Oh, these are the crests of the Empyreans. You recognize them, Argilu? Of course I do, because I am me. Now I'll do you the favor of explaining it all for you, so be grateful. On the lower left is the crest of the Musif, Empyrean of Fire, followed by Aminok, the Empyrean of Water, then Hyano of Wind, and in the upper left is Eumecia of Earth. Those are the 4 elemental Empyreans, and this last one is Inominat, the 5th, right? You've been paying attention. This tablet was found in the outer seas. That means the Empyrean's power extends beyond Midgard. Well, maybe you're better off not thinking about that. It is you're going up against ignorance is bliss, right? I don't care what my enemies are. I won't rest until they are defeated. Huh. Wonder how many treasures I can obtain. In any case, get these spirits. And there's 2 chests that I have not looted yet. Wonder if I should have spent some time to grind a level or 2 here. No clue, because I'm probably going to be after fighting Oscar again. Then I'll just tear out his other eye. and he'll be completely blind. And he could become like that blind captain in One Piece. I forget his name. So wait. It says there's 2 chests, right? So is this cat's box count as 1 chest? Of course I have nowhere near it enough. So that's what, 3, 4 cat's boxes that I can't loot because I don't have enough spirits? Well, that does suck.
This grimoire who we're searching for is a Moloch like Bienfu, right? To be honest, I don't see how someone so different can be a Moloch just the same as Laphicet or Aizen.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the tangly mess. I'll tell you anything!
In that case, I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Oh no! Anything but that!
So, we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
No! No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon! Why not? That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cants with you. Alright, is there anything you can tell me?
I could talk about what type of Malachim we are, or our position in the world of Malachim, or our abilities. Oh, I'd like to know all that. Then I will tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malachim. Compared to other Malachim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others. Think of them as a convenient power-up.
They're also known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Why is it so painful for you?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
That does explain your quirky speaking mannerisms.
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Don't say that!
Oh, poor Bienfu. I still have yet to sell any of that crap. I really need to get to doing that. Next chance I get. So, what's up this very steep rock? Some spirits. And another way up. Better be useful up here. Oh, better be something useful up here. Poison ward. Oh yeah, nice. That what we're looking for down there? On that rock? I believe it is. Well, not really what we're looking for, more as just a little event that we can...
What are those penguins doing?
Probably keeping their eggs warm?
Most likely. They look like a mama and a papa. Penguins are monogamous, faithful creatures. They never leave their mate. Isn't that romantic?
So they lay eggs because they're like husband and wife. But how do they make the eggs?
That's... well...
So, Laphicet, here's an interesting fact. A single penguin egg actually contains dozens of smaller orange eggs.
Oh, so their eggs must be small and crunchy.
Yup. They have the texture of caviar and the rich flavor of sea urchins.
Interesting. So they're more like fish than birds.
So you've eaten them. How cruel. Look how much they care about their young.
While it may be a bit cruel, they taste amazing. They're considered a delicacy in some circles. Top a bowl of rice with these crunchy eggs and some rich penguin thigh meat, and you get a dish called family fricassee.
That's a horrific name.
I wasn't the one who named it, okay?
Those eggs look tasty, but I think I'll pass.
Eleanor, a murderer. Poor Penguins, what did they ever do to you?
I won't run away!
That's the end for you! What an easy victory.
I am invincible!
I did not mean to fight you. I saw the coconut in the water and thought I could interact with it. Damn. Anything over here? A tiny little walkway, but no. Up we go into the mountain. I believe this is a mountain. Oh hey, there's another red alert enemy on the map. Chest. Crap. Anything else around here? No. Down we go.
Is that... Grimoire?
She's moving away!
Oh, it's on Earth. Oh, all my A's are still
A
Earth.
dragon?
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is it friends with Brian?
Level 29.
It's building up strength. Be careful.
Damn it, wasted a panacea. experience points, that's great. Terrestrial Glassite. Grants a random skill that creates an advantage against amorphous Apagus. That beast, crustacean, and winged enemies on normal mode or above. Nice.
So she's the same sort of Moloch as Bienfu?
You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet. I know your witch friend. Oh.
Grim, so wonderful to see you.
It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That kept me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien! Come on, Grim! Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
Here it is, ma'am.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Avarost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
I apologize if I'm being rude, but I have to ask. You're not Aminoch the Empyrean, are you?
Of course I'm not. What would even make you ask such a thing?
A shop in Isolt was selling Aminoch figurines that looked just like you.
Oh, that. I distinctly remember whispering to the shopkeeper in his sleep, telling him not to sell those things.
You showing up in his dreams probably only convinced him you were the real deal. You should sue for his use of your likeness and get proper compensation from that shopkeeper.
Forget it. It's no concern.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they'd ever sell anyway.
Oh, you think a figurine of mine wouldn't sell?
You got this whole somber ennui thing going on. A figurine needs to be cute, like me.
Then how about I turn you into a product?
Me? Really?
Oh yes. I'll have you stuffed and mounted. But since it'd be a unique piece, I'd have to price it a bit higher.
Mounted? No, count me out!
Oh, you're no fun. Now, what was it we were talking about?
Whether or not you are the Empyrean Aminoch.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm no Empyrean. I'm just a simple girl. It would be hard for anyone to worship an Empyrean like me, right?
That's true. I mean, it just seems like you're the type who can see through anything, so perhaps an Empyrean seems less intimidating from a certain point of view.
You're saying I'm scarier than an Empyrean?
Not scarier exactly, just more of a savvy sort of woman.
That's not a bad answer, but it won't get you out of the doghouse.
Haria. Isn't that the village with that demon that Oscar and Teresa were talking about?
I think it might be. We should remain on our guard.
Oh yeah, peach gels. I should really start buying them. But if I can play my cards right with Break Soul, I shouldn't necessarily need it. Although knowing me, I gotta take it out against that thing. I don't even know what the hell killed me. Could have been my use of Break Soul one too many times during that fight. That is most likely the only logical answer. So we've got a harpy over here, huh? What exactly is it you want, harpy? Oh, I mean, what are you guarding? There's my Panacea bottle I ended up wasting in that fight.
I don't think we have a chance!
Harpy Go Lucky, level 35. Oh god. Do I have fire arts set up anywhere? Fire, water, earth, fire. Any other fires? Searing Edge. And Slicing Foot. Damn it! Are you freaking kidding me? I blocked that. Are you freaking kidding me? Screw you.
I refuse to fall here!
Damn! Berserier's Glass Sight provides the ability to trigger a random skill which decreases final damage on hard mode or above. Good God, man! I was a level 35, but when I'm 28, everyone else is 27. I'd say 3 life bottles wasn't a bad trade. Albeit 2 of those shouldn't have even freaking happened. Even though I blocked, it still decided to kill me.
That's Haria Village.
To the inn, one and all!
So ridiculous. But I mean, at least I managed to kill her. If anything. What's over here?
Take a look at this.
Soma Volcano. Unyielding one gets basic training for the next voyage. Alright, Soma Volcano.
Scout ship setting sail.
Gotish pink shirt. Jeez. It wasn't even worth it, was it? Oh, dang, actually. Well, no. I lose so much freaking armor. Yeah, you get a decent attack, but the armor. Do I really want to make my offense my best defense? I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to look at what else I have to equip. I also need a new blade. This one is purely for fighting beasts. Also, cooking. Auto cook. Choose dish. Let's see. Chunky potato salad. All damage taken reduced by 20. Max HP plus 10%? Alright. Oh, wait, I can choose which one I get. Increased HP. Yes.
You sure you want me for this?
Yeah, of course I want you to cook, Velvet. Oh, and Haria, home of old beliefs. These spirits. Keep your spirits high, man.
From what we heard in Iseult, demons are attacking villages, and more people are growing upset with the Abbey. So I hadn't expected things in Haria Village to be so laid back.
They might be on their best behavior because you're accompanied by an exorcist.
Huh. I didn't know you could see the world in more than just black and white.
The Abbey wouldn't entrust my responsibilities to someone who couldn't see beyond the surface. I have seen many things in my work. I've beheld both the light and the darkness in the world of men. Despite that, no, because of that, I won't turn away from the wrongs that I encounter. Moreover, I have faith. I believe there is good in all our souls.
The darkness, huh?
Yes, like you.
You're awfully direct.
Yeah, what was that thing I got from the guy? It's not this. What was this? Huh. Completely useless. Oh, hey, a chest. I'll be taking that fragment. If only I could get a lot of those. Thanks for the gold. There's a way I can go up here. Let's do that. Got another one of those fragments, nice. I wonder where I can get a lot of those fragments. In any case, that everything I can loot around here, other than those sparkling white dots on the ground. Oh, there's a flower over there. I just can't forget about it. In fact, I won't forget about it because I'm going to get it. Oh, look at that. Not just a flower here, some more spirits. Always useful. Now I'm just expecting like a kraken or a leviathan to come out of the water and try to attack us. Oh look, a cat's box. Ain't that great. Are we going inside this building? Right, so what are we doing? There's a flower down there. Really? It's down there?
I can't deal with this anymore.
What's the matter?
Everyone's sick of all these fruit-flavored gels, right? So, I made gels using the giant cacao beans only found here on this island. It gave them a nice bitter chocolate taste. But people complained that they weren't avant-garde enough. Ugh, chocolate-flavored gels, how prosaic, bah! This got me fuming! So I caught some maiden bonita fish you find around here, ground them up, and made some gels with them.
You put fish into chocolate gels?
Well, people do braise meat with chocolate. Chocolate and fish may go surprisingly well together.
Exactly! It was the discovery of a century. The bonito flakes crunchiness and the gel's gumminess made for an exquisitely bad combo, which made it interesting.
So if you made an innovative new type of gel, why are you so angry?
That's exactly my problem. I outdid myself. Now I need to make my Gels World debut as amazing as they are. So I thought up the ultimate plan.
And that is?
I'll put my Choconito gels in toilets all over the world. I'll call it the Great Choconito Toilet Gambit. No one will go to the bathroom without finding my gels. I think everyone will have a lot of fun. So, genius, right?
Yeah, it's weird, but I think it's funny too.
Right? I knew that kids would get it.
Who's a kid?
But all the adults in my village called it silly and lowbrow. They forbade me from selling my Choconito gels at all. Isn't that just horrible?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Aw, man. Things used to be so much better. Mom would make me dinner, and all I had to do was goo 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 ga, and everyone would smile and praise me. I don't want to become the kind of grown-up who can't find any fun in looking for gels in toilets.
Alright, this kid is obsessed with his Choconito gels. Nito, whichever it was. He wants to put them in toilets. Yo, boy, ain't that fun. I mean, crap gels for a crappy time, huh? Anything interesting around here? Is this? Oh look, more chipped copper coins, huh?
We could use a place to stay. Any rooms open?
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
Alright, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that'd work.
Yes, satisfactory. Alright, I'll teach you how to read Ancient Avarost.
Thank you so much, teacher!
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
Well, now I get to explore the village, at least. What are these guys talking about? Can't get around that way. Dang it. Do I have to be like over here? Yep.
Do you plan on just giving up? Palamedes is Amenoch's temple. The priestess isn't the only one whose job it is to protect that temple. It's the duty of everyone born in this village.
Why did the Abbey need Amenoch's temple badly enough to risk causing this much unrest?
But how will we protect our village from the demons if the Abbey abandons us? Besides, we won't be able to do business with the people of Isolt anymore.
Our faith in Amenoch has nothing to do with the demons. When the priestess gets back, I'm going with her to protest.
The demon blight changed everything. Will we never be able to return to the way things were?
The way things were.
And you?
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolt, but our village has its own traditions. This village is under the divine protection of the Empyrean Amenoch. For unbroken centuries, a line of his priestesses have guided us. They're tasked with performing the sacred rites of worship. And sometimes, they even deliver us his words and will.
And there's still a priestess today?
Of course. And her daughter is training to become our next priestess. Although, I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. Both mother and daughter are giving their all for Haria. But the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from us.
By force?
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out. But from the very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind, but that doesn't change the fact that she demanded that we worship her god, Inominat. In all the years we've worshipped Amenoch, not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
Maybe she doesn't exist. One priestess that no, I don't know. I can be helpful.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
And next is Eleanor.
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you. As I'm sure you've noticed.
Next up is whoever's over here. Hey there, Eisen.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient Avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst.
Alright. Next is Magilu. Maybe Bienfu.
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough. But straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Saw, Popo, Mucho, Sanchon.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with Innominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like... San-san, Pocho Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Muson. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho Muson. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. Alright, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Don't leave me hanging.
I wonder
wanna
if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
I wanna know.
Well, any results?
Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here.
As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart, the nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians? Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Enominat. Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it?
I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along Earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But they also call Enominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Enominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Enominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Enominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Enominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Enominat's body are connected through Earth pulses. If their job is to feed Enominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the Earth pulse points.
Points?
The places where the power of Earth pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest? Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up. And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
It's over at the shrine, right?
The needle's pointing in the direction of Aminoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temple, not shrine.
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth Pulse point?
There's lots of Earth Pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing. Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian... What? I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
Kill a Therian and halts the resurrection of an Illuminat. And what do you know, Velvet just so happens to be one such Therian. So does that mean in the end we're gonna have to sacrifice ourselves to stop Illuminat and Artorias? But then in that same regard, wouldn't we have to kill Laphicet, seeing as how, you know, Laphicet has the powers of an Illuminat? Plus we got turned into a Moloch. I'm still going on that train of thought that Ceres was Celica. That's why she had that reaction.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes, and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service? I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Aminoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Aminoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course. Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
Manan Reef, wondrous rock formations. Let's see, expeditions.
Take a look at this.
Quitting is the same as defeat.
Great. Let's do this one Rangetsu style, guys.
Nice.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout ship setting sail.
Wonder if I'm gonna have to grind up levels in this place. Because how that red alert enemy was level 35.
Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorias is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths. But something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorias said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks. But was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
No clue. But I do know that's most likely the reason why Artorias kept you alive instead of killing you right at the start of everything.
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far!
You really think they're totally opposite?
If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara, Velvet is squidding noodles with seaweed.
I don't follow you completely, but I think I get the point.
I'm sure you understand. The two have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped.
Well, they both have beautiful hair.
Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon.
Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly. And Velvet has helped me more times than I can count.
Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others.
How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet?
Both of them talk to me when it's just the two of us together.
You're just trying to be contrary.
I'm only telling you what I've experienced.
Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me.
It's all right if Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone.
That just makes me feel lonelier. Bien.
You two are opposites yourselves. Huh?
Alright. That was an interesting conversation. Now, where to go now? Oh, the Lamia. I was wondering what the heck that noise was. I didn't see anything over there. that. Some peach drills. Oh yeah, I forgot to see if I could buy them. Oh well. If Turtles is over here somewhere, then I can just buy them from him. Jeez, birds as loud as ever, I see. Oh. So, I need to search for Lopicet and the Ancient Remedy. And that's all the way over in Vesta Tunnels. Alright then. I guess when we leave this island, I'll head over there. Oh? Oh, crap. This has to be an enemy over here, doesn't it? I want to at least get to a save point so that way I can just keep coming back. I mean, we took on that level 35, right? Oh god. Oh hey, it's the Kraken! I mean, we can try this, right? There's no shame in running away.
Woo! It's a biggie!
32. Okay, so it's weaker than the other one. And its earth attacks. And fire and water are what it's weak against. Well, resistant against. So yeah, A.
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! See this? Big wave! Destruction! See this? Destruction! See this? Destruction! Hurricane! Destruction! Hurricane!
Oh, screw you, Kraken. Goodbye.
I refuse to fall here!
Disruptor's Blast Sight grants a random skill that can allow souls to be retained when performing. Break soul on hard mode or above. That would be nice on normal mode. Alright. Kraken's done, now we can move on. Anything useful over there? There's a chest. That. So we are going the correct way, but I will see you guys at the chest and then back here. There's a lot of freaking spirits here, that's for sure. And the chest has the ineffable fragment. There's a coral bridge. Lovely seashell. Alright, back over there. Alright, got some more spirits right here. Bunch of birds that won't shut up. I finally have enough spirits to open up another one of those boxes. Just whatever you want to call the cat's chests. Seriously, bird, stop it.
This rocky shore just keeps going. Just don't step on any sea slugs, okay?
Why not? What's the big deal?
It's just that it isn't pretty. Their insides squish everywhere.
Yikes. That sounds pretty traumatizing.
Then again, if you pickle their innards, it makes for a great snack.
You eat them?
Oh, don't be a baby. You've had worse.
Forget the sea slugs. Try not to step on the coral.
Good point. Coral is alive and needs our protection.
Or maybe it's because some of it can be sold for jewelry.
I didn't mean either of those reasons. Although Manon appears similar to Maclear Beach, it was formed by a completely different process.
Now that you mention it, this area is covered by rocks.
Maclear is just your average seashore. But Manon here was made by the slow corrosion of seaside caves.
They were worn away by the waves?
That too. But mainly, it was the handiwork of a rock-eating species of coral, known as ravening table coral. Stay in contact long enough, and they'll melt your flesh right off.
Ah, so that's why it tingles every time I touch the coral.
Why didn't you warn us earlier?
So now, which way do I go? I'm being forced this way, so I have no choice. Oh, what do you know? Forced this way was a good thing. Stop it, birds. I'm just trying to gather spirits. Can you stop it, please? Damn you, persistent birds. I don't want to fight you right now. Alright, I think that's all of them. That was all of them, right? Dang, I actually cleaned the entire area. While being chased by 4 of them, and got the chest. Although I did not actually manage to see what the heck was inside the chest. Even though it pauses the game when I look inside the chest. Oh well. Spirits. Kind of pathetic if I got caught out by one of these birds after dodging 4 chasing me at the same time. Some decent tails coins.
Laffy said, have you been taking care of that rhino stag roast like a good boy?
Of course. I make sure to feed it every night before I go to sleep, since it's nocturnal.
How long long are you going to keep on calling it a rhino stag growth?
I don't know. It's a new kind of beetle, so it's gonna be hard to tell if it's really a rhino or a stag. You're asking a lot of questions. Bienfu, do you like bugs?
Duh! I love rhinoceros and stag beetles both! What guy doesn't find them fascinating?
Right? So which kind of beetle do you think it is? Rhino or stag?
Oh, that's a tough question. But guess what? Miss Mogulu taught me a surefire way to tell.
I didn't know there was a way to tell.
Yeah, but if I do it, you gotta name it after me, alright? Come on! What guy doesn't wish he had a cool bug named after himself, right? And besides, Miss Mogulu told me that this technique is so good that it's only fair to have a bug named after you in return. So what do you say, man to man? Come on, let's live the dream!
Oh, all right. How can I say no to that? Besides, we all did work together to capture it anyway.
Yay! Thanks, Laffy-Set. All right, show me the bug, and I'll tell you what it is. Miss Mogulu says you need to open up its outer wings and get a good whiff of the thin underwings.
Oh, jeez.
I'm pretty sure I remember rhinoceros and stag beetles smelling really nasty under their wings.
Is it really that bad?
Why not find out for yourself?
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
Maybe you shouldn't do this after all, Bienfu.
You probably just want to hog the name all to yourself. Well, too bad! A real man never goes back on his word. If it packs a mean punch, then it's a rhinoceros beetle. And if it smells really zesty, then it's a stag beetle.
I don't know about this.
Just let him do it, Laffy-Set. He's already volunteered.
I can do this! Just you watch! This smell is the most bad thing that ever bad in it!
Whoa! He fainted with his eyes still open! Hey! Wake up! Wake up, Bienfu!
Miss Mogulu, as soon as I smelled it, my nose literally exploded.
He looks like he's having a bad dream.
I spy with my little eyes a kiddo who's spying at my bewitching waist.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. What are those books anyway?
Oh, that's a great question. Since you asked, I'll reveal the secrets of my tomes just for you. On the right, I've got my household ledger in the back, and my magic encyclopedia in the front. That one I mostly use for oil blotting paper.
What's oil blotting paper?
It's a girl thing. The two on the left are my heavy book, which I use for flower pressings, and then my super pop-up book.
A super pop-up book?
When you open it, it pops out with the force of a raging river! When an enemy has me cornered, I can just open it up facing a nearby wall and pop! Instant getaway! The only downside is that it's a real pain to try to get closed again, so I haven't used it in years.
What about the book right in front?
That's actually layer cake.
Whoa, really?
Seared into its batter are precious bits of knowledge. Eating it is just as good for your brain as it is for your stomach.
Wow! I had no idea that was possible.
He's taking this so seriously, I almost feel bad.
All of your books are so interesting, Moggy-Loo. That's really cool.
There's no end to your curiosity, is there? What do you say? Want to take a closer look?
Boy, would I.
If you really do, then say, Moggy-Loo, I want to get to know you better.
Moggy-Loo, I want to get to know you better.
All right, I accept. I'll reveal to you my most private secrets.
Wow, so that's what's on the other side of these books. I wouldn't have ever guessed that.
What the? What are you doing with Laffy-Set?
He said he wanted to see, so I'm showing him. You have no right to stand in the way of his desires.
It's my job to protect him as his vessel, especially from someone so wicked as yourself. Also, what you're doing runs contrary to public decency.
Witches aren't supposed to be decent.
These bindings with the locks on them. This
This style used to be really popular during the Meliodas dynasty.
Now that I know you're such a bad influence for him, I'll be keeping a closer eye on you.
If you can't learn to take it easy, nobody's ever gonna want to marry you, you know.
Like you're a shining example of marriage material yourself.
Hey, Magilu, could you turn them over one more time? I want to see how the book's attached to your belt.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, man.
Hey, Magilu, I was wondering about that book you have on your waist. The one you called your heavy book, for flower pressings.
Your curiosity truly knows no bounds, does it, kiddo? Okay, nobody else knows this, but since you're so interested, I'd hate to leave you hanging. My heavy book, the one I use for flower pressings, is none other than a collection of Bienfu's poetry.
Bienfu likes to write poems?
Yep. You'd never guess it, but he's actually just about the best Moloch poet around. Some people even call him the Great Norman Poet. Here, I'll read you my favorite one. If there is something unimportant happening to the east, I'm made to go there and back. If there is something unimportant happening to the west, I'm made to go there and back. I can never rest nor be at peace. Every day my life is a living hell.
That's heavy stuff.
Isn't it? That's what makes it so good for pressing flowers. It's so wonderfully, oppressively heavy.
Magilu, your face has gone all sinister looking.
Alright, now.
Why, certainly.
Magilu, remove your books, please. I want to see what's underneath. I couldn't see really well. So, would you be so kind as to lift your book again? Oh, jeez. Oh, crap.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
What if there's a collection of these images that I can see? And maybe I can truly see what was under the book. The game didn't necessarily show it very well. Okay, the Lamia basically has my hair inside it. I don't know how I didn't get into a fight with the Lamia. Really? There's only one spirit over here? Okay. Oh, crap. Slowly. So far, so good. I used to fight a bunch of crap in the beginning, but I'll save that for later. Four tails points. Anything useful around here? Well, here's a warp point to go back to the beginning. That's nice. Chest over there. Seriously, birds, stop it with the dang noise. It's very annoying. man.
Well then, let's move on.
Dang it, Rokuo, you stole my kill. Alright. About to say, I don't even remember if I looted that chest or not. Looking in the top left really helps, in that case. Oh look, a cat's box. Too bad I didn't have enough spirits for the other, like, 4 boxes or 5 that I ran into. I am really not going to be able to remember where the heck they were. Might have to look back on my journey to find out. But man, is this freaking place very far away. I mean, this should be it. Hopefully. Oh, thanks, bird. Silver scrap. Welcome back, Expedition.
Take a look at this.
Dang. Scholarly, driving fortune-telling trickery for the next voyage.
Scout ship setting sail.
At least I'm able to be consistent with the expeditions.
How about it, Laffy said? Picking up on anything?
Yeah, in the direction of the temple. The feeling's getting stronger now.
Alright. Who knows, maybe we'll run into Zavid over here somewhere. Alright, that's activated now. Next, all I need is the final one. Well, I think that is the final one. Looks like how this, I believe, is the final area. Maybe? Yep. Palamedes Temple, Southern Ruins. I see I've managed to collect a bunch of spirits again.
What's this?
A demon!
The demon we heard about? Sounds like it's having fun.
Then we'll use this distraction.
Yep. We'll use this distraction next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, see you later.